Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Speechley, and today I get to talk to you guys about the ups and downs of our Scentsy business. So I am a superstar director. I started Scentsy just about 15 years ago in May. So yes, I have gone through a bunch of ups and downs with the business, but first I wanted to talk a little about me. So one thing I like to do is garden. And during this pandemic that we've been going through, I thought, you know what, I'm going to start gardening from seed, which I've never done. I usually buy, my garden from the nursery already grown, but I started from seed and kind of was learning how to get these seeds to sprout and grow. And I thought, this is very similar to our business. We all get a starter kit and we all join. We are all just little seeds. What we do with those seeds is what determines if we're going to sprout. Do you plant your seed? Do you go to the workstation and learn and do trainings? Do you do a launch party? Those are the things that are going to sprout that seed to grow. Or do you set it aside and not open your kit and not work your kit? Or just post one thing on Facebook and then leave it at that? Being a Scentsy consultant, you have to grow and get deep roots in a strong foundation. You have to consistently water and nourish. Nourish, I think of training. Water is kind of growing your business, getting sales, getting customers, doing parties to get your plant to grow out of the dirt and get strong roots. And if you continue throughout your business, through the whole time, even later on, to grow and learn, you'll get deeper roots and you'll get a stronger plant and eventually get flowers and fruits. And the stronger you get your business, the better it is to handle the ups and downs of what's going to be thrown at you, right? The ups are the sunshines and the good things going on with that plant, loving the sunshine, enjoying it. But there are storms that may try to knock us down, that you have to be strong and get your business strong enough that you can handle those ups and downs with the business. So with my business, when I first started, I remember going through the startup guide and looking through it, and I saw Superstar Director. I just thought, 80,000 group wholesale volume, that will never be me. I've never done sales. I probably only a few people will ever reach that. For surely not me. But you know what? Here I am one now. But you can't look at it as I want to be a superstar director. You have to set a goal for just the next level. As a little seed, it's hard to think of being, this huge flowering plant or tree, large. You start just by the next step, getting to sprout, getting to the soil, getting that plant to start out. Work on hitting shooting star, certified, sensational start. Those are your first goals and step. Don't look too far ahead. Just look for that next level. When I first started, I started selling Scentsy because my daughter had some health issues and I couldn't put her in daycare and I was having to cut back on my work hours, but I still wanted to make a little extra income. And I thought, this is something I could do to get sales. I was just planning on doing a few parties here and there and get some sales and never really thought about growing outside of certified or growing a team. But I had a few people ask me about the business and I'm like, maybe this is something I can do. I can work on recruiting and grow my team and hit lead and then hit star once I hit that. Setting that goal and reaching for the next step is what's going to get you up there. So yes, my business had some ups and downs. I started in 2005, and just to kind of show, I love looking at past stuff, so I wanted to kind of show you. This was the very first catalog Scentsy had in 2005. Scentsy at the time did not have their own warmers. They didn't make their own warmers. They bought them from someone else. So there were a few times that these companies no longer would sell to Scentsy. So we would have to go through and cross out warmers in the catalogs. It was all right. I didn't think too much of it, but not that they were just on back order. They were just gone. Yes, it was a little frustrating when people were like, well, I want this warmer. Well, I'll wait. Can I get it? Nope, we don't get those. We're not going to get those anymore. But you just stayed positive and kept working the business and kept growing strong. So when you had those little storms, my business was strong enough I could keep going. Another fun part, starting early on off, is this is how we placed orders. So this was the host information, her half off items, her host rewards, and we would have to tally. I don't know if you can see I would go through and tally how many Clean Breeze, Coming Home, eggnog. We would tally, okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would go through each order and mark, and then I would add the total. We'd have to add each total and add it. Trust me, placing orders online is so much better. Scentsy has made such huge improvements. So it wasn't always easy on and in the beginning. I always think it's fun to reminisce through the past. This was how we did order forms, and then what we would do, fold it up with our order forms that we had, the last copy, and we snail mailed it up to Idaho. Just to also show, these are what the bars used to look like. Yes, they're kind of falling apart. This is what the original bars look like. Then they went to these bars. I have a few of them. And then to the beautiful bars we have now. They're the beautiful warmer size. So, yes, Scentsy has made huge improvements with their products. These were the testers that we had at the beginning. These are glass. You can hear it on the table. They are heavy, actually, and there's quite a bit of wax. It was hard carrying around a whole set of 80 of these to all your parties and shows and whatnot. Then they went to these, then these, now the ones we have today, these ones. Big difference, a lot of wax, but man, they were heavy. And they were glass, and I'd have like kids, you know how the kids love to come and smell them, and then they drop them, and I'd have them break, and then there was glass there, so it was always kind of crazy. But Scentsy really has improved. Here's even some of the original packaging of the scent circles. So Scentsy has improved and continues to improve. So it's fun to see the growth and the ups that we have gone through. Another storm I had was at the beginning, my husband felt I was spending too much time and not making enough money for all the time I was putting in. He told me to quit, and he is so glad now that I didn't listen to him. We sat down and we set times I could do parties and set times that I would be with the family, and we just set out times and worked out a plan to do it. But you know what? My personal family never was really supportive of my business. In fact, they told me direct sales was a waste of time and that I shouldn't do it. It's just annoying friends and family. They never really supported me with the business. But I kept going and I kept working on my business. So in 2006, Scentsy had a large back order issue with warmer that we wouldn't be getting these warmers right before Christmas. People would not be getting these warmers for another month or more. And this was right before Christmas. This company was so amazing that they gave us a warmer to give to our customers, so at least they had something under their tree. These are the 2 warmers that they gave out. A lot of cornucopias and some Craftsmans. So this is what my customers got for under the tree, but I also had a large Christmas event that I had signed up for and bought a bunch of bars and warmers, and I didn't get those warmers. Instead, I got these. So I went to my Christmas show, and it was after Thanksgiving, so the cornucopia wasn't all that exciting. These are the only warmers I had. But I stayed positive, and guess what? Out of those warmers, I sold every single one of those at my event. And I had people come up to me and say, oh, these are ugly warmers. I'm like, oh, well, that's okay. You know, just hide it behind something. It will still make your house smell good. That is turning positive, you know, focusing on the positive. I don't tell my customer, oh, yeah, they are ugly warmers, but this is all we have. They're on back order. No, you don't focus on the negative. You focus on the positive. We have great smelling scents. Just hide the warmer. House will still smell great. I just changed to a positive. I didn't complain and I didn't quit. Keeping goals and working your business hard is important. The reason I am here today is because I didn't give up. Too many people gave up on those early stages of their business. I believe in the first year, there's only a handful of us that are still active today out of the 100 that signed up. And it is hard when you first start. You don't make a lot right at the beginning. But keep working hard and it will pay off. I know Orville has mentioned in the past that working your business hard the first few years is like going to college. You put in hard work and time at the beginning and your business will flourish and really do well. If you put as much time as you did in college, you can. And I actually make a lot more now with Scentsy than I ever would with my college degree that I was working. And the benefit is you still get paid during those first few years. Unlike college, you're paying a lot of money to go to. Now, college is still great. Don't get me wrong. I went to college, but it's just a way of thinking that work really hard those first 3-4 years and do it. I don't know if this was Orville or Bob Hipple or who quoted this, but I love this quote, that work 3 to 5 years like others won't, so you can live the rest of your life like others can't. This is so true. Really work and don't give up those first few years. Okay, it will pay off. Yes, it's a little harder when you only have 1 or 2 people in your downline and you don't make as much. Making 2% off of 1 or 2 people doesn't add up a lot. You're right. But if you keep growing and they keep growing, it becomes hundreds and then thousands. And you really can make amazing money with this company. But you can't give up. So, what would have happened to me if I would have quit the business? Look at what I would have missed out. Not just on the huge, great paychecks that you can earn, or the exotic, amazing incentive trips. And side note, if you haven't gone on one, Scentsy is top-notch trips, and they are amazing, so work this fall to earn it. But it's not just about that, it's about the journey. I have had an amazing time with Scentsy, not only with my business, but I have grown personally. Scentsy gives so much, recognition, and it's helped me personally grow into an amazing businesswoman and someone that people look up to, and I want to help others get that way. Also, I have made amazing friends with Scentsy. Scentsy truly is a family. It's a team, it's camaraderie. That is amazing. So don't give up. Keep working the business. Now you will, or you could, have ups and downs in the business. Okay? I've been with Scentsy for 15 years and I have experienced several ups and downs with the business. Ups and downs with my business and also with my personal life. So, in 2007, I was put on bed rest. I was pregnant with my 3rd child. I was threatening to lose the pregnancy and was put on flat bed rest for 6 months. And I thought, how am I going to work my business? I do parties and shows. That was my base of my business. But I didn't give up. I changed the way I worked my business, and I worked my business in bed. That's when I went to a little online and doing catalog parties and continued to set goals while on bed rest. And guess what? My paychecks continued to grow because my team was still growing and I was still doing some sales. And I hit Star Director, I think, while on bed rest and made some good monies. And I think that's when my husband was like, wow, she made this much while on bed rest? And it's kind of when the light bulb went off with him. Sometimes those unsupportive family members or whatnot may eventually see when you're making good money, wow, this is actually a real good opportunity. All while I was on bed rest. So once I was off once I was off bed rest and had my beautiful baby girl, I was thrilled to start doing my parties and my shows again because that was the way of working my business. And I started doing well. Had some ups. I hit superstar director and things were going well. Then I was stricken with a life-altering disease that for a while I couldn't even sit up. I couldn't walk or stand without extreme pain. Again, I was like, how do I work my business? You know, how can I focus when I can't even sit up? And I was back in bed. I didn't let that stop me. In fact, Scentsy empowered me in so many different ways to keep going, to help others, and gave me strength to get over some of those extremely painful times. I continued to work my business. It has been 10 years. I can stand a little longer, still can't stand for long, and I can walk a little, but I can't walk for long, and I can sit up now without my spine swelling up in an extreme pain. So it has gotten a little better over 10 years of tons of treatments, seeing thousands of doctors and medications and whatnot. But I'm doing better, and I never stopped working my business. You know, it would have been easy to say, I can't work my business. I have too many health issues. You know, I'm going to just quit and be done. I didn't give up. The great thing with Scentsy is you work your business to fit you and your life. No matter what's going on, Scentsy has so many different ways you can work your business. Work it to what works with you. So my team was doing well. You know, I was kind of getting in the groove of my illness and what I could and couldn't do. It was growing. It was doing well. But I kind of started experiencing doubt or in a rut of myself. Don't know if any of you have experienced that, especially down the road. You kind of just get in your set ways what I can do. And I started comparing myself to others and seeing how fast they were growing and I wasn't, or how good they were at something and I wasn't. If at any time you have had these thoughts, or do in the future, stop. Don't compare yourself to others. You don't know what's going on. They may have issues that you don't know. You just see the successes, right? Especially that's what people post on Facebook or social media. Don't compare yourself to others. Only compare yourself to your past self. Are you improving from where you were last month or last year? That is where you need to compare yourself. So anytime you feel like you're getting in a rut, or you're doubting yourself, or just don't feel like you're growing or where you want to be, that is when I take a step back and look at what I am doing wrong. Okay? You have to look at what you can do to improve your business. Not what Scentsy's doing wrong, not what your upline's doing wrong, or what your downline's doing. That's not helping. You got to look at you. You are the only one that can make your business grow. So yes, don't compare, okay? Again, at the beginning, I kind of have to step back into setting those goals, those SMART goals, when you get in those ruts or don't feel yourself going. Maybe make them smaller, you know? Make them the SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. So whatever you are doing right now, I want you to set a goal. What is that goal? Make it something just a step above. Don't make it too far out, or when you don't reach it, it will kind of be a blow. It will be a wind, a storm that will knock you down. Set little goals to get that growth and strength. Make sure when you set that goal how you're going to reach it. Okay, you've got to set simple, this is what I'm going to do this week and this month to reach this goal. And never give up. Keep working. If things aren't working how you want them, try something new. There's so many different ways to work Scentsy, and try different things. There's so many ways to work your business, but don't just do it once or twice. You have to do it at least 3 times. We've all had 1 or 2 failed parties, but maybe it's that 3rd party that you're like, wow, I can do this. Or maybe you do a Facebook party once or twice and they failed, but that 3rd one might take off. So always try things at least 3 times. Okay, 3 times to see if it works. And guess what? After the 3rd time, if it's still a fail, maybe that's not for you. Try something else. But never give up. Okay, I can't stress that enough. Now let's talk about ups and downs of 2020, right? Wow, this has been a crazy year, right? Who would have ever thought this year would be what it is? But how are you reacting? Are you focusing on the slow shipping? Or are you focusing on the back orders? Guess what? That's just life, okay? Focus on, we are so blessed to have Scentsy still running. We are blessed that our business is growing and we are able to make money during this difficult time in so many people's lives. We are growing and having huge growth. Find other people that may want extra money while we are having growth. Don't focus on the slow shipping. Don't focus on the back orders. Focus on what you can do and the positive. That is what is going to make you successful. Negativity in its own is its own pandemic and epidemic that will pull you and your business down. Your customers will not want to join or buy if you are negative, but if you are positive and showing that positivity, they are going to want to buy and join under you. So positivity and never giving up is what will help you be successful with your business. Be the strong plant with thick branches and strong roots because you are positive and done the training and continue to try different ways, branch out into different parties online, try new things. That is what's going to build you to be a strong plant, and you will be able to handle those storms that come your way with both your business or your personal life. No matter what your ups and downs are, remember to enjoy the ups and find joy in the downs and never give up. That is the key to success. Thank you.